Good morning, one and all. This is Sri Lashmi, Department of Botany, TTWRDC at Kottagudem. Today, I would like to discuss about the topic transpiration. What is the meaning of transpiration? What is the meaning of transpiration, and what is the meaning of precipitation, and what is the meaning of evaporation? The first, evaporation means the evaporation is the process of changing from a liquid or solid state into vapor. For example, everyday life examples of evaporation: drying clothes under the sun is one of the most common real life example of evaporation. Is drying clothes under the sun. And second one is the precipitation. What is the meaning of precipitation? The precipitation is any liquid or frozen water that forms in the atmosphere and fallen back to the earth. It comes in many forms like rain and snow. And third one is the transpiration. What is the meaning of transpiration? The transpiration is the process of water movement through a plant and its evaporation from aerial parts. What is the meaning of aerial parts? Such as leaves, stems and flowers. Water is necessary for plants, but only a small amount of water taken up by the roots is used for growth and metabolism. Total 100% of water is utilizing total 100% of water is absorbed by the roots, but only utilizing for 2% of water, and remaining 98% of water is lost through stomata. This process is known as transpiration. To understand this concept, we must recall other two basic concepts. First one is the leaf anatomy, and second one is the structure of God cells, such as diffusion and osmosis. What is the meaning of diffusion? The movement of molecules from substances. What is the meaning of substances? Gases, liquids and solids, from the region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration is called diffusion. For example, if you taken a perfume bottle, open a room corner, the molecules are distributed throughout the room. In this process, the mechanism is called the diffusion. For example, perfume is a higher concentration and room temperature is a lower concentration. And another one is the osmosis. What is the meaning of osmosis? The diffusion of solvent from a region of high chemical potential to a region of low chemical potential is called osmosis. See, we have already in our intermediate we learn on the experiment of osmosis, and the picture that you are seeing, these are the tinsel and funnel experiment. First you observe before osmosis the sugar solution is marked, and after osmosis the sugar solution is observed. The sugar solution is increased through semi-permeable membrane. The simple definition of osmosis: the region of solvent molecule from the movement of higher concentration to lower concentration through semi-permeable membrane is called the osmosis. This is the most simplest definition of osmosis. The higher concentration, the molecules are transported to higher concentration to lower concentration. These are also called as the osmosis. And next one is the transpiration in plants. These are the transpiration in plants. The plants have low energy needs as they are using relatively slow transport system. Plants transport systems more energy from leaves and raw materials from roots to all their parts. The xylem moves water and minerals obtained from the soil to all the other parts of the plant. The what is the function of xylem? What is the function of phloem? The plants have two transport system. One is the xylem and another one is the phloem. The xylem is transported of water and minerals. The phloem is transported of sugars and amino acids. These are the xylem and phloem. The xylem is transported to water and minerals. These are the one way. And the another one is the phloem. The phloem is transported to organic molecules. These are the two-way movement. How transpiration taking place in plants? In plants, the water required is absorbed by the roots from the soil with the help of root hair by the process is called osmosis. The root is consisting into the mainly three parts. First one is the root tip and root caps and root hairs. The first to absorb the water part is root hairs. The water is further transported to upward through the stems to the leaves through xylem, which act as a pipeline. The water is transported to xylem. The xylem function is the transported of water. The xylem has a thick walls and the xylem is act as a pipeline. Water then enter in mesophyll cell through stomata. The stomata is consisting to the mesophyll cells. The mesophyll cell is mainly two parts. First one is the palisade mesophyll and another one is the spongy mesophyll. Stomata are opening on the leaf surface through which transpiration taking place. The stomata are surrounded by guard cells which help the stomata to open and close. The stomata surrounded by the guard cells are mainly two types. First one is the kidney shaped or bean shaped guard cells and another one is the dumbbell shaped guard cells. The dicots means the seed is consistent to the two cotyledons. For example, groundnut. The dicotyledons are consistent to the this type of guard cells, kidney shaped guard cells. And another one is the monocotyledon. Mono means single. The seed is consistent to the single cotyledon. For example, rice. The monocotyledons are consistent to the dumbbell shaped guard cells. The transpiration taking place during daytime when the stomata are open. These are the two type of functions are there. First one is the photoactive stoma and another one is the scotoactive stoma. First one is the photo. Photo means light. The transpiration taking place during daytime when the stomata are open nighttime. That condition is called the photoactive. Photo means the presence of light and another one is the scotoactive. Scoto means the night. The transpiration taking place during the night time when the stomata are open night time and closing daytime. That condition is called the scotoactive. The transpiration are also done through lenticels which are minute opening on the stem. Lenticels are less in number compared to stomata. The transpiration are also takes place from the leaf surface. Leaf surface means these are the outermost layer. The leaves are covered by a waxy layer of cuticle, which is called the cuticular transpiration. Cuticle, what is the function of cuticle? The epidermis is covered with the waxy cuticle. The cuticle is actually helps the leaf to reduce the amount of transpiration taking place. The transpiration in plants can take place by three waves. First one is the stomatal transpiration, and another one is the lenticel transpiration, and third one is the leaf surface transpiration. These are the types of transpiration. First one is the stomatal transpiration. The stomatal transpiration occurs through stomata is called the stomatal transpiration. About 90% of water lasts through stomata. And another one is the cuticular transpiration. The cuticular transpiration is also called as the leaf surface transpiration. Leaf surface transpiration. Why? Because the leaf surface is covered by cuticle. So we can are also called as these are the cuticular transpiration. The layer above epidermis in plants is known as cuticle. The transpiration that occurs through cuticle. These transpiration are also called as a cuticular transpiration. 5 to 10% of transpiration occurs through cuticle. And third one is the lenticel transpiration. What is the meaning of lenticel transpiration? The lenticel transpiration, during secondary growth, lenticels are formed in the stem. The water evaporates as the vapor from lenticels. These are called as the lenticel transpiration. Just 0.1% of transpiration occurs through lenticels. The transpiration pull helps the water raising the leaves against the force of gravity. The transpiration is very important to the plants. Against the force of gravity, as the rate of transpiration increasing, so does the rate of absorption. If transpiration is more than absorption, the plant will lose its turgidity. This will lead to dropping of leaves, stems and flowers. What is the meaning of turgidity? Turgidity means the cell is contained full of water. That condition is called the turgidity. So this condition is the loss of turgidity. And come to the next topic, leaf anatomy. What is the meaning of leaf anatomy? Leaf internal structure is also called as the leaf anatomy. The leaf anatomy is consisting into the mainly three parts. First one is the epidermis, and another one is the mesophyll, and third one is the vascular cylinder. What is the meaning of vascular cylinder? Vascular cylinder means the xylem and phloem is also called as the vascular cylinder. The first these are the leaf anatomy. The upper epidermis and the lower epidermis. These are the upper epidermis. These are the lower epidermis. The upper epidermis and the lower epidermis. Between the upper epidermis and lower epidermis is called the mesophyll. The mesophyll is consisting into the two parts. First one is the palisade mesophyll and another one is the spongy mesophyll. and the upper epidermis and the lower epidermis are covered with the wax cuticle. These are the wax cuticle. A leaf is made up of many layers that are also called as the epidermis. The epidermis are also segregate a waxy substances are called cuticle. A waxy substances are called cuticle. These layers protect the leaf from the insects, bacteria and virus. Among the epidermal cell are pair of bean-shaped guard cells. Each pair of guard cells form a pore. The pore is called the stoma. These are the pore. The pores are also called as the stoma. The stoma is consisting through a pair of bean-shaped guard cells. These guard cells are contain the bean-shaped guard cells. The gases enter and exit the leaves through stomata. The stoma are also called as the stomata. The stomata is used for exchange of gases, enter or exit. Most food production takes place is in elongated cells called the palisade mesophyll. Palisade mesophyll function. Most food production takes place in elongated cells. And another one is the gas exchange. Gas exchange occur in air spaces. These are the air spaces. The air spaces between oddly shaped cells of the spongy mesophyll. The veins support the leaf and the filled with vessels that transport the food and water and minerals to the plant. The leaf anatomy is consisting into the vascular cylinder. Vascular cylinder is xylem and phloem are also called as the vascular bundles. For example, the xylem. The xylem is present into the upper surface. These are the upper surface. The phloem is present into the lower surface. The upper surface and lower surface. These are the outermost layers. Upper epidermis and lower epidermis. These are the outermost layers. The outermost layer of the leaf with one cell thickness. These are the only one cell thickness. The cells are barrel shaped. The cells are barrel shaped that arranged compactly without any intercellular spaces. Intercellular spaces, the gaps are consist, and these are the no gaps. That condition is the without intercellular spaces. Epidermis present on the upper side, the called the upper epidermis, and the epidermis is consist into the lower side. That condition is called the lower epidermis. That outer surface epidermis is covered with the waxy cuticle. The epidermis show in multicellular hairs. Multicellular means more than cells are present. That condition is called the multicellular. The stomata are present. These are the stomata. They are more on the lower surface and upper surface. Epidermis gives the protection and inner tissues. These epidermis are protection, that inner tissues. The cuticle is regulate the transpiration, and stomata help. What is the function of stomata? Exchange of gases or exit or entry. And another one is the mesophyll. This mesophyll is consist into the only two parts: palisade mesophyll, spongy mesophyll. The mesophylls, the palisade mesophyll and spongy mesophyll. The palisade mesophyll is only consisting of 1 to 3 rows, and the spongy mesophyll is consisting of 3 to 5 rows. And another one is the vascular bundle. What is the meaning of vascular bundle? The xylem and phloem are also called as the vascular bundles. The xylem is transported of water and minerals, and the phloem is transported of food materials. These are the leaf anatomy. And another one is these are the structure of stomata. These are the structure of stomata. What is the meaning of stomata? The center part is called the stoma. The stoma are also called as the stomata. The stomata is surrounded by the two guard cells. These are the stomata. The stomata are surrounded by the two guard cells. These are the stoma or stomata. The stoma or stomata is surrounded by the two guard cells. The guard cells are consist into the chloroplast. The guard cells are consist into the chloroplast. The presence of photosynthesis. What is the meaning of photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is a process in which plants, for suppose green plants, using the light energy and converted into the chemical energy to make their own food. Photosynthesis is necessary for plants on earth. Some dicotyledon means the seed is consist into the two cotyledons, is called the dicotyledon. In dicotyledon, the guard cells are kidney shaped, and the monocotyledons, they are the dumbbell shaped. The guard cells are contain chloroplast and perform photosynthesis. The guard cells are surrounded by the subsidiary cells. The subsidiary cells are surrounded by the epidermal cell. And epidermal cell, the function is the protection of another microorganisms, and the gases are, and the another function is exchange of gases. Generally, stomata are open in daytime and close at night time. What is the meaning of photoactive and scotoactive? Photo means light and active. For suppose that stomata are open daytime and close at night time, that condition is called the photoactive. And scoto means the stomata are open night time and closing daytime. That condition is called the scotoactive. In some succulent plants, for example, xerophyte plant, the stomata are open in night time and closing the daytime. These are the C4 plant. C4 plants means desert plants. And remaining C3 plants are also called as the photoactive plants. Like the stomata are open in daytime and closing at night time. These are the opening and closing of stomata. The opening and closing of leaf stomata is controlled by turgor pressure within the guard cell. Turgor pressure means the water pressure is increased. That condition is called the turgor pressure with the guard cell. First one is the open and second one is the closed. The open stomata, the state is called the turgor state. The closed stomata, the state is called the flaccid state. First, as water enter the guard cell, the cells are swell, open the stomata. These are the opening stomata. And another one is that the water exit the guard cell. The loss of turgor causes the stomata to close. The water is enter, the stomata will be open. The water will be exit, the stomata will be closed. These are the open and closing stomata. These are the dumbbell shaped guard cells. The dumbbell shaped guard cells, in monocots, they are dumbbell shaped guard cells. For example, they are consisting into the two walls. in dicotyledon, but monocotyledon is consisting into the only thick wall, but dicotyledon consist into the thick and thin walls, and these are consist into the nucleus, and these are consist into the chloroplast, and these are the structure is open the stomata, these are the closed stomata. The middle of the space is called the pore or stoma or stomata. Mechanism of stomatal movement. In the presence of light, stomata open and the stomata close in the absence of light. The movement of stomata depending on increasing and decreasing of osmotic potential. Complete the depend the stomata is increasing or decreasing depending on the osmotic potential. What is the meaning of osmotic potential? Solute potential psi s is are also called as the osmotic potential, is the native in plants cell and zero in distilled water. Because of this difference in water potential, water will move from the soil into the plants. Root cells are via the process of osmosis, that is the why solute potential is sometimes called the osmotic potential. These are the mechanism of stomatal movement is consisting of several theories. First one is the sugar and starch hypothesis. These are the sugar and starch hypothesis. First, the sugar and starch hypothesis theory was first proposed by Layard, the scientist Layard. Layard was first proposed by hypothesis. In the daytime, chloroplast present in the gut cell, and the perform the photosynthesis, the sugar are converted into the sugars are produced. The sugar is dissolved in water, osmotic potential become more negative. So the water from the subsidiary cells enter from gut cells. In the presence of increasing the pressure potential, the result the stomata are open. These are the stomata open condition. The water move from the, these are the these are the subsidiary cells. Subsidiary cells are also called as the epidermal cells. The water enter into the subsidiary cells to gut cells. The gut cells are enter into the water to the stoma. The stoma is increase into the pressure. The gut cells are increased into the pressure, so the stoma was open. These are the turgid state. Turgid state means the stomata is opening condition, that is called the turgid state. And another one is the flaccid state. Flaccid state means the stomata are closed. In the night time, the sugar is converted into the starch. The sugar is converted into the starch. Starch does not dissolve in water and osmotic potential become less negative. Then water from gut cells to enter subsidiary cells, and the gut cells contact with stoma are closed. This is known as the flaccid state. These are the turgid state. Turgid state means the water is enter, the stomata is open. This condition is called the turgid state. The water is exit, the stomata are closed. That condition is called the flaccid state. In the daytime, through photosynthesis they produce the sugar. The sugar is the night time converted into the starch. These are the sugar and starch hypothesis. These are the during the daytime flow chart. These are the during the daytime flow chart. The daytime flow chart was first. The daytime uh, flow chart was first. This flow chart was daytime flow chart. The daytime flow chart is explain the opening and closing of stomata. The first, these are the K plus. K plus means potassium ion. Potassium ion transport system or potassium ion transport pump theory was first proposed by Leavitt in the year 1974. The 1974 Leavitt the proposed the this hypothesis theory. The first thing, during the daytime photosynthesis takes place due to daytime due to the photosynthesis. The CO2 is decreases in guard cells. The increasing the guard cells that converted into the PEP. PEP means phosphoenol pyruvate. The CO2 carbon dioxide and PEP phosphoenol pyruvate is converted into the OAA. OAA means oxaloacetic acid. The oxaloacetic acid is converted into the malate and hydrogen ions. The malate and hydrogen ions are converted into the K plus. K plus means potassium influx plus malate. The malate in guard cells. The osmotic pressure is increased. The pressure is increased. The guard cells is increased. The guard cells are increased. This condition is called the stomata open. The pressure is increased, automatically the stomata are opening. The pressure is decreasing, the stomata are closed. These are the closing chart. Due to the night time, there is no photosynthesis. Increase the CO2 concentration in guard cells. pH is low. The low pH inhibits the potassium ions uptake. The potassium moves out. The hydrogen ions are enter, and hydrogen ions plus malate ions is converted into the malic acid. The malic acid the malic acid is converted by the activity of enzyme phosphoenol pyruvate. Increase the osmotic potential of guard cell. Decrease the osmotic potential of guard cell. Water moves out of exoosmosis. Exoosmosis means the water are exit. Exit means the water is removed. The turgor pressure is decreased, so the stomata are closed. The turgor pressure is decreased, so the stomata are closed. The turgor pressure is increased, the stomata are open. What is the meaning of pH? pH is measure of how acidic or basic water is. The ranges goes from the 0 to 14 with the 7 is being neutral. pH is less than 7 is indicate the acid, less than 7 is indicate the acid, and pH the greater than 7 the indicate the base. The pH of water is very important measurement concerning water quality. For example, when 7 is neutral, the low values are more acidic. The low value means 7 below or 6 or 5 or 4, the value is more acid, and the higher means 8, 9, 10, that values are more in alkaline. The pH value, the pH of guard cells increase during the opening the stomata. The first, this theory is Sayer theory. The Sayer theory is explained according to this theory, the stomatal movement are based on the pH values. The stomatal move is based on the pH value. This theory was proposed by Sayer for the experiment on the Rumex petensia plant. which plant? Rumix petensia plant. The stomata are open in neutral. When the pH is 7 or more, the stomata are open. 7 or more means 8, 9, 10. That condition is the stomata are open. When pH is 7 and less means 6, 5, 4. That condition stomata are closed. And another one is the Stewart theory. Stewart theory. These are the Stewart theory. According to this theory, in the presence of phosphorylase enzyme, starch converted into the glucose 1-phosphate. These are the starch. The starch is converted into the glucose 1-phosphate by the activity of enzyme phosphorylase. And the glucose 1-phosphate is converted into the glucose plus phosphate by the activity of enzyme phosphorylase. And another one is in the night, the presence of hexokinase enzyme, glucose 1-phosphate is formed utilizing ATP, and the presence of phosphorylase enzyme, glucose 1-phosphate is again converted into the starch. The osmotic potential became less negative in the guard cells. The stomata are closed. First, the glucose plus phosphate is converted into the glucose 1-phosphate by the activity of enzyme hexokinase. The first ADP means adenosine diphosphate, added the another 1-phosphate is converted into the adenosine triphosphate. That condition the stomata are closed. These are the Stewart theory. Thank you for giving this opportunity.